In this video, we're going to look at proving identities involving our new trig functions sec, cosec and cot. I've called these simple identities, not because they're easy, but because they don't use any of the Pythagorean identities, which we'll look at later on. All right, so here's a question. Prove that cot theta plus tan theta equals cosec theta sec theta. Okay, so when we're proving identities, trigonometric or other, the best way to lay this out is to very, very clearly start by saying, here's the left-hand side. So the left-hand side, and I'm using the triple equals sign, says identical to, it just is, cot theta plus tan theta. And the structure of your argument should be that you now work down the page, each time just is equal or is identical to, is identical until you've got the right-hand side. What you should not engage in is moving things around here, like don't subtract tan from both sides, any of that sort of thing. It's all too easy to end up in a mess if we start treating this like an equation that we are solving. So we've got cot theta plus tan theta, and we need to do something which only changes it algebraically, but doesn't fundamentally change what we have. So you can't be subtracting tan theta, you can't be multiplying through by cos theta or anything like that. So what could we do here? Well, a good strategy is to look at the structure of each side. I've got two things added together here, and I've got two things multiplied. It's basically like one term over on the right hand side. Whenever you see that, it's probably because we did some kind of algebraic fractions addition. So cot theta and tan theta are both algebraic fractions, or they're just fractions really, trigonometric ones, because cot theta, remember, is cos theta over sine theta. I mean, it's 1 over tan theta, but that's the same as cos theta over sine theta. And tan theta is sine theta over cos theta. And now we can add these together using algebraic fractions techniques, which means we get a common denominator of sine theta cos theta, and I've multiplied top and bottom here by cos, so I've got cos squared theta, and I've multiplied top and bottom by sine theta here, giving me sine squared theta. Well, we know that cos squared theta plus sine squared theta is 1, so what I have is 1 over sine theta cos theta. Now all I need to do is split this up into 1 over sine theta multiplied by 1 over cos theta, and then remember my definition of cosec and sec, because 1 over sine theta is cosec theta, and that's being multiplied by 1 over cos theta, which is sec theta. And once you've got that, you can say, and that is the right hand side. So I very smoothly worked my way down, saying the left hand side is this, which 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 is the right hand side. And there's my proof. I have proved the statement now. Let's have a look at a few more examples. If you feel confident enough, pause the video and have a go at completing the proofs yourself. So we're trying to prove here that cosec theta minus sine theta is the same as cos theta cot theta. So once again, I've got two things added or subtracted, and I want to show that's the same as two things multiplied. So I can go down the algebraic fractions technique. So the left-hand side is cosec theta minus sine theta. So let's express these as fractions. So cosec theta is 1 over sine theta, and sine theta is, well, let's just put sine theta over 1. So I want a common denominator, and my common denominator is going to have to be sine theta times 1, so that's just sine theta. So I don't need to do anything with this one, that's just 1 over sine theta, but then I've multiplied top and bottom here by sine theta, so that's sine squared theta. Well, what's 1 minus sine squared theta? Well, you'll remember, hopefully, that cos squared theta plus sine squared theta is 1. Well, that means that if I subtract sine squared theta from both sides, I get that cos squared theta is 1 minus sine squared theta. That's just a really useful result to remember. Obviously, we remember it in this form, but it's useful to remember it in this form as well. And, well, almost equivalently, that sine squared theta is also 1 minus cos squared theta. It's just useful to spot that that's cos squared theta. Okay, so that is cos squared theta over sine theta. Incidentally, you don't actually, this isn't really part of my working, like this is just a little reminder. You could move from here to here with no working, that's fine. Okay, we're aiming for this. Well, I can see that I need a cos theta, so why don't I just pull out a cos theta? So that's cos theta multiplied by cos theta over sine theta, but what's cos theta over sine theta? It's cot theta. So what I've got is cos theta times cot theta. And that's what I wanted to prove, so that is equivalent to the right-hand side. And there we go. The left-hand side is indeed the right-hand side. All right, one more example. Okay, there's quite a lot going on here. Prove that cos theta over 1 minus sine theta plus 1 minus sine theta over cos theta is the same as 2 sec theta. Okay, I'm trying to prove that two things added together is just 2 sec theta. So I'm definitely just going to mash these two things together. Now, if I do that, I'm going to look for the common denominator. Now, a common denominator is going to be, well, actually, let's set this up properly. So the left-hand side is cos theta over 1 minus sine theta plus 1 minus sine theta over cos theta. So my common denominator here is just the product of the two denominators. So that is cos theta multiplied by 1 minus sine theta. Okay, and what have we got on the numerators? Well, I multiplied top and bottom here by cos theta. So that gives me cos squared theta. And I multiplied top and bottom here by 1 minus sine theta. So I've got 1 minus sine theta squared. Okay, so I'm going to have to expand the numerator there. Now, it's useful to look ahead a little bit. Now, I know that 2 sec theta is just 2 times 1 over cos theta, or 2 over cos theta. So that's a target for me. That's what I'm heading towards. That's probably going to be my penultimate line. Now, I've already got a cos theta here. So kind of what I'm hoping for is that all of the stuff on top somehow cancels out with this 1 minus sine theta. So let's see what we get. Well, if I expand this bracket here, and by the way, there are multiple ways to prove this. So if you spot another way of solving this, that's great too. Cos squared theta, and I'll expand this now, and I'll get 1 minus 2 sine theta plus sine squared theta. And all of that is over cos theta 1 minus sine theta. Okay, let's tidy up that numerator as much as I can. Well, the first thing I can spot is that cos squared theta plus sine squared theta is 1, and 1 plus 1 is 2. So what I've got is 2 minus 2 sine theta over cos theta 1 minus sine theta. Okay, but look, we can factorize the numerator here, and I'll get 2 1 minus sine theta over cos theta 1 minus sine theta. Okay, those cancel, and look what I get. It's missed one of the bars there. I just get 2 over cos theta, and that is 2 sec theta. If I had more room, I'll just continue down the page, by the way. Okay, so we proved it. So that is the right-hand side. So notice how I sort of gave myself a target. It can be useful to sometimes do a little bit of work on the right-hand side, give yourself a target, and that kind of told me that this cos theta I wanted to look after, not do anything with, and it was really, I was looking for something to cancel with the 1 minus sine theta. Students sometimes ask me, can I start with the right-hand side and work to the left-hand side? You can. It's just usually harder to do so. Unless that you can spot a really good reason to start on the right-hand side, I recommend just starting on the left. Okay, I hope that's been a useful look at proving identities with sec, cosec, and cot. We'll be back to identities later on in this course, but for now we're going to move on to solving equations. See you in the next video.